Hello, we are Team 11, the Legal Linguists, and we're here today to present to you our product, Legal Lingo, within the track or the theme of advancing social and racial justice. I am Jacob Sheik. I was in charge of website development and market research.
I'm Xiaoyi Liu. I'm on the OCR team doing research and development for this module.
My name is Layla Nabegu, and I worked on the translation team as well as the slide deck team.
Hello, my name is Franklin Wu, and I also worked on the translation team and the slide deck team.
Hello, my name is Mustafa. I was on the OCR team and I was a market researcher.
And a special shout out to our mentor, London Lowenstone IV, for all his help. So, without any further ado, the problem that we aim to solve with Legal Lingo is the fact that legal documents are often written in extremely high-level language that is a headache to understand. Now, when signing these documents means legal commitments, it's obviously of the utmost importance that their content is fully understood. Specifically, 91% of Americans consent to terms of service in today's world without reading them. Not reading those documents results in a plethora of legal issues, something I'm sure we can all relate to, such as privacy concerns. Now, for immigrants in particular, breaking the law because of a failure to understand documents puts them at a risk of getting deported. As a first-generation American myself, surprisingly common shared experience I've found among people of my age who are also first generation is that children translate legal documents for parents, anything from rent agreements to citizenship documentation. Now, for those trying to live the American dream, trying to work hard and succeed, it's unacceptable that the documents that dictate your rights and responsibilities are not always readily understood.
In order to address this issue, we developed Legal Lingo, a website that scans files and translates them to different languages. Additionally, it is capable of detecting legal terminology and translating their definition. The aim of this product is to hopefully aid understanding legal documents to those who do not have an advanced understanding of English. So, in order to build our MVP, we use Google Colab for the OCR and the translation modules. Additionally, the DeepL API was used to translate documents, and the OCR and PDF to image modules were used to scan the files and convert them to CSV files that could be processed by the translation module. Finally, we use GitHub for collaboration and fetching the legal dictionary that we use, and Flask was utilized to integrate the website with the Python module.
So a question that comes up very often is, why not Google Translate? Well, according to Atlas, Google Translate has an overall 85% accuracy. And this is because Google's translation system uses a method called language pairs frequency, which is based on the statistical occurrence of words. However, this means that grammatical structures and rules are not incorporated. And this is exemplified when we take a look at niche professional vocabularies, such as in environments like medicine, where the accuracy of Google's method drops to as low as 55%. Now consider how important accuracy is when it comes to when rights are on the line. A Pennsylvania court found that the defendant's waiver of rights based on the use of Google Translate was insufficient due to the high risk of faulty translation, which occurred in the specific case. We cannot rely on faulty systems that are mostly accurate in situations where our individual liberties are at stake. So there are three key reasons why you should consider why other services do not fulfill this specific need. First, other services offer translations for individual words or phrases, but not entire documents. This is important because the translation of an entire legal document requires context, which is a necessity for understanding. Second, our service is free to use. All of the other legal translation services for entire documents either required a paid service or a subscription, which deters low-income first-generation Americans and immigrants from accessing these services. And third, our service has a competitive advantage in the form of a legal term filter that identifies and offers an instantaneous translation to help our target audience with comprehension, making complicated terminology accessible. And to reiterate, 85% is not acceptable, especially when we're discussing people's rights, responsibilities, and freedoms.
Why do we use DeepL? One of the major parts of our program that makes us so special in Google Translate or any other services is that we use a neural machine translation called DeepL. DeepL is a translator that uses a different method of translation than, for example, Google Translate. It uses a different limited data set that allows more accuracy and more precision when translating words. In this example, when translating the legal terms that describe people's rights, responsibilities, freedoms, it's important that the translations are accurate and reflect the proper meaning of the word so that the citizen or reader does not get violated in the future. Our research shows that Google Translate only has an 85% translation accuracy, which is not sufficient where a person might be ending up in a situation where their rights are violated. Therefore, that is why we implemented DeepL, which compared up to 13% more accuracy. This is because of the way DeepL is designed and trained. with a proprietary neural network of its architecture and specific data using web crawlers. Additionally, the parameters of the neural network are used more efficiently because of smaller and faster networks. Therefore, DeepL is able to translate in a more contextual and effective way for somebody who does not understand the English language.
All right, now we've told you what our product does, what problem it aims to solve. Now we're going to show you a small demo. Note that this demo is a minimum viable product and it shows an English to Spanish translation. However, in the future, translation could occur from English to any language, such as Hindi, Russian, Chinese, etc. And can you confirm that you're getting audio? Okay, I can. The core idea behind Legal Lingo is ease of access. Anybody from any background can use this website and understand exactly how it works and what it does at first glance. With that in mind, there are multiple cards on the landing page, multiple languages that help the user understand what Legal Lingo is and how to get started. Clicking the button leads to the same page where users are instructed to upload a file. For this example, we can use a simple 1098 tax form. Clicking continue provides a preview of that PDF. Clicking View Translation runs several processes. First, the OCR module recognizes each word in the PDF. Second, the legal term filter matches any word in that PDF that's also present in the legal dictionary we use. And third, the translation module translates any non-legal term as well as the definitions of any recognized legal terms. From here, users can browse the definition of each term, and of course, browse the multiple pages of the document, and clicking the big button returns users to the home screen. This is the minimal viable product for Legal Lingo.
Okay, so now I'm going to briefly talk over what the translation module does specifically. So first it scans through the document for legal terminology with the help of the dictionary we got from GitHub. And then after that, it applies the default API to translate both the definitions of the legal term and the entire document.
In the OCR module, we combine two tools, the PDF to image tool and Python's OCR tool. Our input is an image in PDF format, which can be either a proper PDF file or the photograph of a physical document. The OCR module starts by scanning this image and picking out the words from top and left to bottom and right. This process is visualized here by the yellow bounding boxes. The OCR will then store the words it recognizes and concatenate all of them into a single variable. We will break down this huge variable by tokenizing it by sentence before passing on this list of sentences to the translation module. The impact of Legal Lingo are the following. First off, it makes legal documents significantly more accessible to people living in the US that don't speak English. It has the potential to significantly speed up the legal process for them, and it can reduce the amount of legal issues and frustration caused by not understanding English. Finally, we believe that it can improve people's satisfaction with the decisions they make now that they understand fully what the documents that they are working with. In the future, we plan on implementing the following 6 features. Staying true to our goal of making the reading of legal documents faster, we will augment our translation process with a summarization feature. And we'll also include the confidence interval values for our translation because we noticed that a lot of translation services like Google do not provide this key piece of information, and we believe that by displaying it next to our translation, people can know if our translation is useful to them, if they should trust it. And we will also open up feedback option and live translation function, and we'll add near text understanding. And using the feedback we get, we can improve the definitions we use. Thank you all so much for your time, and please give us your questions.